I don't just mean music. I think probably every aspect of what we do as a church. And I'm not even talking about like what we do on Sunday. I'm talking about freedom to live a lifestyle of worship.
It's less about doing and more about being, and a lot of talk about community, but not in a weird, like, cultic, unhealthy way, but like in a good way. You know, it's like community is important, and just what that means for how we reach out to the world and how people do and don't know Jesus, and how we can reach out to them and bring them into the family, and how it's not about getting people saved, but it's about sharing God's love.
With the communal feel, where we spend more time together than just Sunday, I like that. Then you really learn how to develop relationships with people.
And know their sins. Just kidding.
The church shouldn't be about building itself and maintaining its own systems and programs and institutions, but rather the church should be about building what's going on in the community around it. And that's something that at the Vineyard we try to do. We try to be asking and discerning the answer to the question, what is God doing in our neighborhood? What is God doing in our city? And then getting involved in that by serving, certainly, but being even more intentional than just serving by blessing what God is doing and by blessing the people that God is involved in, whether that's connecting with at-risk youth and helping them to learn to read, whether that's by growing vegetables in a garden, or whether that's by teaching people the scriptures.
It is open. We have open doors. Anyone at all can come in. And that for me is a representation of what the gospel is. That regardless of where you are, what you're doing, you have an open invitation from God. And you can come in and be part of the family. And that is how I feel about Vineyard movement or Vineyard churches across the nation.
Jesus models for us a way of being amongst people and ministering to them by being with them, not just ministering to people from afar, but ministering alongside of and even becoming a part of a group of people and ministering to them in that way. And so that's why as a church we feel like it's important to be in a specific place, and for us that place is the Upper West Side of Buffalo, because it's such a unique place. It's such a wonderful place. There's so many different kinds of things going on, and when we're right there in the midst of it, we understand it and connect to it, and it becomes our home, and it becomes our place. It becomes the place that we're called to minister to. My hope and my prayer for people who would come and visit our community and see what we're about and meet our people is that they would feel welcomed and invited, but that they would feel challenged not just to show up and receive the welcome and receive the invitation and receive a blessing, but that they would be challenged by that invitation to actually participate in the blessing of other people and participate in the invitation being extended to the rest of the city.